the first piece to go on chair Rockapina 6. With Rockapina 5 is in an exhibition in the Museum of Art and Design in New York. And our New York gallery wants a similar chair to go in their gallery space so that they can sell it at the same time as the exhibition. So this will be the first piece of the chair. I'm just shaping it up to get it exactly right, using digital calipers and sandpaper and plane.
A pair of these, one in leather, one in wood to start with, and it was universally well received, so we decided to try and make a series of it, and this is number 10. We agreed to keep the series to a maximum of 30.
So it's like a limited edition?
Yeah, it's a limited edition. Because it's a repeatable process, we can, we made a series production method out of it. I think more than 30 would probably drive us completely around the bend, because each one takes so long to make. From this point of view, you can see the layering. So each one of those layers is pre-assembled as a board and then rejoined. But even with that kind of systematic approach, each one still takes about 6 weeks to produce. We're able to preview quite accurately on the computer using the modelling program that we use. Okay, this is the system that we use to model the chairs before embarking on a 6-week construction project. We get a fairly accurate preview of what we're going to be doing, including having a look at how the textures work.
Technical drawing that I actually worked to.
This looks more like maths than it does than furniture or art.
But there's certainly a lot of maths in there. Simple maths, it's a lot of geometry as well, yes.
These soap film surfaces are an example of what a mathematician would call a minimal surface. So it's trying to relax itself to the point of least curvature, and it's a very kind of balanced, smooth shape. This is an example of a minimal surface. So if you imagine just the outer edge as a continuous wire, like the chair that I just showed you. If you dip that wire in, you get a surface very similar to that. Quite a lot of play up here, so sometimes useful objects fall out of it, other times nothing at all, but there's a lot to be said for trying to enjoy your work.
Inspiration is more from the dialogue between me and Cairn. Cairn has a very different way of thinking about things and way of designing, and Cairn is all about, a lot of his designs are based around forms, shapes. And he's fascinated by geometry and shapes and that sort of thing. And so there's a dialogue there between the way he works and the way I work. And Cairn does most of the design because he's a brilliant designer.
It's great to work with somebody like Ian, who's got this incredible kind of disciplined way of working. And I think that's a good combination. It's the very contrasting things that we bring to the work. And that's the essence of a good partnership, is to bring different things. Man and Eve gives us the opportunity for the first time to really have some fun. Things don't have to be commercially, not necessarily objects for sale, but some of the kind of accidental things that happen in the workshop as a result of the way that we work here. It involves quite a lot of play and messing around with materials, and sometimes it ends up in viable projects, and sometimes it ends up in just bits of fun. So we've got a chance to expose some of that stuff for the first time in a much more informal way. The design for this is really, it's as if designed by nature, as if it's a kind of weather-worn, kind of eroded form. The erosion is done by us, weeks and weeks of sanding to get these fantastically smooth, beautiful contours. And it makes something that's kind of irresistibly caressable.
We'd been thinking about doing a new type of coffee table. We've done a couple of coffee tables which are based around pebbles. So they're these very smooth organic shapes, curved shapes with flat surfaces. But what Cairn's done with each of them, because there's been a side which is overhanging, we've had a scoop in the top, which becomes sort of suggestive of a fruit bowl.
This year we've got a nice opportunity, a couple of nice opportunities actually, because normally we show in these selling exhibitions in places like Basel, Paris, New York, but this year we've got two opportunities to show in London. One in a very nice exhibition called Masterpiece, which is more typical of the shows that our New York gallery partner takes us to.